York. Ebro in the morning. On Hot 97.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hot 97 is here at Rucker Park at the naming of the court, which Mayor de Blasio just came out to the community like he always does. And a friend of ours at the station and a friend of mine was Greg Marius.
Yes.
You know, his passing was abrupt and caught a lot of people off guard, which is a different conversation about health and wellness, things that we got to deal with as a community. But you coming out and naming this court after Greg Marius and participating with the family and the artists and just the community. Talk about what this court means.
This is a guy who decided to create something, right? This is a city of strivers and artists and entrepreneurs, and Greg Marius is so strong in that tradition because he said here, this could be an oasis. And he envisioned something as unlikely as it sounded originally, like this was going to become the center of the basketball world. You know, just one basketball court in one corner of Harlem would become the center of the world. And lo and behold, he created something so special that not only did great talent come out of here, but then the greatest talents felt they had to come here and be a part of it. That's just astounding. And it's a beautiful thing because, as you and I often talk about, there's a lot of things that alienate people in this world. There's a lot of things that disempower people. Greg Marius's brilliance was he empowered people. He made them feel that something could happen right in their own neighborhood that would become the gold standard, you know, and it did, because you know at a certain point when Rucker became such an iconic concept, the biggest stars didn't want to be left out of Rucker. Now, think about that, the world upside down, right? Like once upon a time, you would think, oh, we do anything to beat those guys. Then those guys felt they had to come here.
Talk about these monuments in the city, because New York City is a place that takes pride in making sure that the fabric of a community is never lost.
It's not the skyscrapers, right? It's not the Statue of Liberty. God bless the Statue of Liberty. The thing that really matters is the people.
That's right.
And the culture that developed here. So, you know, I think you could say you are a leading expert on this topic. And how much of hip-hop culture developed right here in these streets was not because people had fame or money before. They created from their own hearts and souls, their own cultures. How many things, salsa, what happened here with the development of salsa and the way different traditions and ideas got blended, go way back, and doo-wop, you know, on the street corners. It's people's music, and it's people's history. And so when everyday people gain greatness because they represented their neighborhood and their people, we want to remember that. We want to remember, we're not just here to remember the 1%, right? Or the people who got elected to some high office. We want to remember that people came from neighborhoods and changed the world. So you do that everywhere. You keep that current alive. You keep that consistency. And it's inspiring to people. I want kids, even if they didn't know who Greg Marius was, I want 20 years from now kids to know.
That's right.
And to know what came from their own neighborhood.
That's right.
You know?
We got to salute the Rucker family, obviously, and then the naming of Greg Marius Court, and just Harlem in general, and community in New York City. You know, these are, you know, we're all descendants of immigrants. We talk about that a lot. A lot of the founders of hip hop are descendants of immigrants as well. New York City, immigrants, right?
The ultimate city of
and everyone fighting to make a name for themselves, right? And create a legacy and tradition, right? And I think this exemplifies that very well. We appreciate you being out here, man. It's a big deal.
This is a place to be. This is the center of the basketball world in so many ways.
That's right.
The heart and soul. And now we're going to say to the whole city, remember what happened here. It's irreplaceable. You know what? Something could have happened in a lot of places, but nothing quite like this could have happened anywhere but New York City.
That's right.
You know? Thank you.
Always great to talk to you, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.